Thrasios, Yoshimaru, deck tech. But to be honest, I mean, this is going to be a talk about all my altars. This deck is very, very heavily painted. The only two cards in the deck that are not painted by me are these two, my Thrasios, my Yoshimaru. This is done by Kai Sawartix, I always say his name wrong, and then MIB altars. Both I've admired so much in the altering space. And then anything else you're going to see, including this little guy, is all painted by me. Now, yes, it's going to be a deck tech. You're going to see all the cards. I'm going to have the Mox Field down below. But mainly, I want to talk about a new combo that came through this deck because of this little guy, Badger Mole Cub. Now, Badger Mole Cub is a little rascal, but he's even better if you give him a Gaia's Cradle. And then with his best buddy, MEL, you can do whatever the heck you want. Mostly make infinite green mana. So if you Badger Mole Cub onto the Gaia's Cradle, and then Gaia's Cradle at 5, you can tap Gaia's Cradle to make 6 with the Badger Mole Cub. That's going to flicker the Gaia's Cradle, come back, you have 3 mana extra. You can now play the 3 mana to flicker Badger Mole Cub. That'll come in, make this a creature, and now this will tap for an extra green mana, so you need 7. So your Gaia's Cradle should tap for 6. You're tapping for that, and then flickering, and flickering, and flickering, and flickering. And making... I mean, you need 5 until Gaia's Cradle is a creature, which sees itself and then adds an extra 1. Now, you're going to say, yes, but Badger Mole Cub, the Earthbend, says that it gets exiled, so then comes back to play tapped. No, because MEL's whole ability needs to resolve, which is putting it back onto the battlefield untapped. That's super fun. Goodbye, MEL. Oh, no. Now we have another combo with Badger Mole Cub. You're going to need a second land this time, which is anything that produces blue, a Phantasmal Image, or a Mockingbird, and an Obero Breeze Caller. Seems like everything comes back to Obero Breeze Caller. Now for this one, we're just going to talk about Mockingbird. Now, we're going to put these little guys down here, because this is where the action's happening right here. Badger Mole Cub is going to Earthbend any land that makes a blue. So this card, this land makes a blue. That's all you want. Now it produces blue and green. You cast your Mockingbird for 1 blue, comes down as just a Tundra. Now you can tap your Mockingbird for a blue. Now you have a blue and a green floating. Tap your Gaia's Cradle, activate Obero, bounce back your now just a Tundra bird. It's not really a creature. Untap the Gaia's Cradle. You still have a blue floating, play the Mockingbird as a Tundra, continue to go, because now this is a creature, because it's Earthbend. This will make you infinite mana of all colors, because then you can Obero Breeze Caller to, not all colors, but enough colors to untap a blue and play Thrasios, and then win the game. Boom, 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 boom. This deck is, I mean, you know what Dogdra's trying to do, a lot of Cradle stuff, but what's really cool about this version is you run Intuition and Gifts Ungiven. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I love it. This is my favorite altar I've done in a while. Normally what you're going to want to do is get some kind of Sevin's Reclamation. And a lot of times, Sevin's Reclamation is just going to look through and grab you like a Rhystic Study. And I've done Rhystic Study, Fish, and Sevin's Reclamation, and just tried to get both into play. And that has felt really good. But normally Sevin's Reclamation on an Intuition, you're going to give them a Devoted Druid Swift Reconfiguration. Now, yes, obviously they can give you Sevin's Reclamation, these 2 into the graveyard, and then things are a little harder. But you can Sevin's Reclamation for something in your graveyard that makes you more mana, and then flash back the Sevin's Reclamation. So if you have like a Mox Amber in the graveyard or a land, that will reduce all these costs by 1. And if you have like a Mana Vault, you're just living the good life. Or a Gaia's Cradle. Really, really good. What you can also do is dump in Eternal Witness, Snap, Sevin's, and then maybe a counterspell when you need to use the counterspell. I've done this recently. It's really, really wonderful. They will give you the Eternal Witness, possibly, and the counterspell that you want. You're like, hey, we need to counter this, right? So on top of everything, you're like, all right, give me a Fierce Guardianship. Fierce Guardianship, Eternal Witness, Snap, Sevin's Reclamation on a Gifts Ungiven. You say, hey, I need the Fierce so we don't lose, and then you can give me whatever you want. You want to give me the Snap just for like extra protection? Cool. So now you just got a Fierce Snap. You don't lose the game by casting the Fierce, which is really nice. And then once you snap something to make a bunch of mana, Savin's Reclamation back Eternal Witness with a Gaia's Cradle wins you the game. So it's really good to go and get pieces to make sure you don't lose, but also to go grab pieces that'll make you win the game. Now these are going to be a lot of the really, really cool cards you get to play because you're playing this deck. In no particular order, because I'm just showing off now. You got Machine God's Effigy, Hornoculus, Cutzel, Nature's Rhythm. Actually, why am I doing it this way? I want to zoom in and just show off one at a time. Boom. These are all altered by me, and they took a heck of a long time. Cutzel, Machine God's Effigy, Hornoculus. This lighting gives it like a little harsh edge, which I don't really like right now. How to not do that? That made it worse. Crop Rotation, Training Grounds, Luis Suao's Sacrifice. Really awesome in this deck. I mean, getting rid of a Yoshimaru sucks, but sometimes it's necessary. Got your Eldritch Evolution, Spellseeker, Wargate. I mean, goes and gets you Cradle, goes and gets you many, many ways to win the game. Gets you like the Devoted Druid. Voice of Victory, Cloud of Fairies, stealing some guy's hat. A Neoform. Oh my god, a Green Sun Zenith. Earthcraft, Sylvan Scrying. Again, this is just Demonic Tutor. Seedborn. There are people talking about not playing Seedborn. I think they're crazy. They're like, yeah, I play it, then they bounce it. Like, okay, you should be playing Spellskite. You know what I mean? To get your Spellskite. I love this Spellskite. It is very special. It is miscut. And then I got Eric Deschamps to sign on top. Got my Seedborn Muse. Biomancers, of course. Cabbage Merchant, brand new card, super good, does everything we want, just makes a fuckload of mana and a body. Derevi, got your Draneth, which I think these two little stacks pieces are just darling. They do everything you want to do. Stops people from, I mean, to be honest, you stop someone from playing an Atali or an Aang. There's so many cards that are just a problem for us. Aven Mind Sensor. Possible take out of the deck, but it just does so much when it does it. So many times Blue Farm's just winning the game, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go win the game, and you slam an Aven Mind Sensor, and then they don't win the game, because normally they have to search for something. Gilded Drake, I love this card. Controversial take. You know, just taking someone's Nagda, taking someone else's Cabbage Merchant. There's so many things that are just unbelievable with Gilded Drake. Nature's Chosen, pretty much the reason to run Yoshimaru over anything else. And then Will of the Mardu, another great card in white. I mean, kills a Vivi and then makes, 7 warrior tokens. So good. These are going to be my, package to not die. These are all of my removal spells, protection spells. I'm really big on being very responsible. Couple cards that you're going to see are not painted yet. I'm still working and upgrading the deck, so I just upgraded to this Path to Exile. I'm going to paint the whole thing. Because it's foil on just the retro frame, I get to paint all of this and put little petals everywhere. It's going to look sick. Slow Sound. Veil. Again, I had a really cool version. I sold it just to make a bunch of money, and then I'm going to paint this version, again, with all those petals and leaves are going to be really cool. I'm downgrading the deck by getting basic versions and then painting it. Again, this is $120 or some crap now. So I have a regular version coming, and I'm just going to paint that. Orum's Chant, again, to be painted. Force of Negation, again, to be painted. Can't paint over Therese Nielsen art most of the time. She's just amazing. I've done the other Therese card I run in here is Eternal Witness. I painted that one, but I mean, the GOAT. The GOAT. Flare of Denial, Flusterstorm. And again, these are just kind of evergreen cards that I just want foil and signed in gold black. I think these just look so cool, and they make people very angry. So to have, the coolest version that's ever been made of Flusterstorm just makes me happy. Flare, Cyclonic Rays, Silence, hell yeah. Look at that guy. He's so silent. Pact, and the Mind Break Trap. These are going to be your basic normal stuff you'd see in a CEDH deck. Not everything can be, different and weird. Hornoculus is weird enough for every deck. got your Mox Amber, Lotus Petals. This one I'm about to paint and do something really cool too. I had a really good version of this, and I gave it all up for just a basic 4th edition. I'm going to make this look really cool. Noble. This one is my version of Sol Ring, what I think the Sol Ring would look like. It's like really unstable, and that, therefore, it's like an unstable sun, therefore it has a little like hole in it. That's what I would do if I were paid by WotC. Enlightened Tutor, again, I love foil, retro foil frames in that signature, that gold and black signature, so most of that I won't give up, I'll just run that version. Smothering Tide, this art is just so good. There's a guy underneath getting buried by this like rich dude. Love it. This is the best Smothering Tide ever. Birds, Chrome, Desper. Even the cards that no one ever sees, I try to paint. Carpet, Cord, another foil that I painted over. Looks real good. All right, the win cons of this deck, by the way. You're just going to be winning with Fairy Mastermind and Green Sun Zenith. You're going to Green Sun Zenith a bunch of times while drawing everyone their deck, while you have infinite mana of all colors. Or Finale of Devastation, if it's your main phase and you haven't gone to... If it's your main phase 1, Finale of Devastation will kill everybody. I got a cool miscut of this. Now we're going to the lands. Nothing real crazy, so we'll just go over it real quick. I love, again, retro foils, so had to do all of these. Command Tower, I love the rainbow, so I did that. But there's not a lot of altars in the lands. The land base is where I kind of like bling it out and get very expensive versions. This one's getting signed. That one's getting signed in foil. So this one I'm going to paint. I got the normal version, or the mystery version. I'm going to paint this one. The white bordered one, I'm going to get rid of that. These, I mean, just, they're so cool. If they had a retro foil, I'd get that one better. I did do like the Talon Gates just because it's such an iconic piece. And then if you're going to run basics, you got to run like the $80 basics. What are you doing? I did paint all of the... Oh, where's the other one? I used the other one for examples. So I painted all of my duels a long time ago when duels were $100 a piece. I just had all of them. They were pretty damaged, they were pretty beat up, and a better way to do it, which is just paint them than having beaten up cards. That's the deck. Thank you for coming and watching everything unfold. I am a big fan of this deck. I run the Discord for Yoshimaru Thrasios, and I also have just played this deck at so many tournaments. I won a 60-man. I've come in top 4 in, I think, 6 of them. And I've only been running the deck since the beginning of the year. So almost a year. Almost a year playing the deck, and have like 6 top 4s under my belt. So this deck is very good. And thank you for watching and seeing how unique it looks.
it's crazy. It's insane to me. Like, fired. We all are. It's called a job. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching.